What's going on, guys? And we got Josh out here. What's up, dude? What's up? We got a present for himself for Christmas, isn't that right?
Yeah, Crystal got it for me.
Being around here, he has a, what would you say? Have a keen eye for what's around. So he got a little present for himself, and we'll give a little sneak peek over here. Ooh. Pretty excited for him. We're recording on the phone because you guys know it's cold as hell out, and the GoPros don't really like this. But we got some lovely snow out here. It's on Sunday. I keep thinking today's Monday. My days are all messed up after the good old Merry Christmas weekend, which hope you guys all had a great Christmas. Took a much needed break, got to relax quite a bit, probably too much. But we got a lot of cool things going on lately that you guys haven't seen, and we need to check out Josh's new car. So here she is, Josh. You want to give us the tour? Tell us more about it. What number is this?
58.
So Josh bought a 2018 Type RA STi, number 58, huh? Ours is number 377, I think, if I remember right. So Josh has always been like me in the Hondas. Oh geez, there goes all the snow in his trunk. So I told him when he got a Subaru, it only made sense that he got a Type R a Subaru, because you're the Type R guy.
Yeah.
So it only made sense. And for the prices right now, to be honest, this wasn't that much more than a standard model STi, which is pretty crazy. But you guys know how the market's been going. Want to open up the hood?
Yep.
So this thing is all stock. How many miles? 16?
16, yeah.
16,000 miles. Car is from Portland area. Its whole life. Portland, Oregon, for those of you that don't know. Not a single mod on it. But this is a perfect candidate for the dyno. And we can see what a stock STi makes. Better yet, a stock RA. They're supposed to have 5 horsepower increase. That's a pretty big increase. All the power in the world Subaru just keeps giving us.
Yeah, that's pretty high horsepower.
What do you think, though, for impressions of it? Because you had it a couple days now.
You know, I've only driven it twice so far with this weather, but it seems to really stick to the road.
Yep.
With the handling.
They did do the different Bilstein suspension on here with better spring rates, and it definitely helps quite a bit. You know, I think that these cars actually ride quite a bit smoother on the Bilsteins than the factory STi struts. They're almost more harsh on the STi struts than these. But these, on drag racing scenarios, oh boy, they like to squat, which isn't bad. Gives us good 60 foot. So our RA went a 1.360 foot on stock suspension, and that's the first 1.360 foot I've ever done. So now, time to get on the dyno, but I gotta open up the shop. We have some other stuff going on in here. And I haven't showed you guys. I've been going back to my old way. So, old ways here. Kind of reliving a prior dream. So you're going to see something in here that doesn't look like it should be in here. So don't mind it in the background. I think we'll talk about this stuff more later on. But you're going to see that I have a Honda in here. Not just a Honda, but an EM1. Because that was my childhood dream car. So we have more on that. This is I don't know what I'm doing with this one yet, but we still have on the dyno Anthony's car. So I gotta get this thing pulled off. I was doing the engine break-in on the dyno. We did the first 50 miles on it. Thing's ready for an oil change now, but it's been sitting on here since I had it on the dyno before, because we haven't had to use dyno and it kept it out of the snow. So now I gotta get this thing unloaded, and we'll get the RA on here. And I really want to see what the baseline is to show you guys. I think the car is gonna make anywhere from 220 to 240 region. What do you think?
Going off you.
It might surprise us. Maybe it'll do 260. But usually on this dyno, that's the range, you know, is going to be 220 to 260, depending on the car. And I'm excited to be able to give you guys numbers and show you that this dyno does obviously read lower. So that way you guys can see that. It's always nice to see a stock car on a dyno to compare where that dyno really is. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this thing all opened up. It's not that bad in here, 45 degrees. I forgot I had the heat on in here. And this shop is freaking full too. So going to be some cleaning this week, getting organized. The other shop is 100% full. Definitely already outgrown the area. So let's get this thing off, get the other STi on, and see what we can do. Well, I was going to do a cold start for the boys on this, but we had a bit of a shit show. Anthony, your damn battery always dies on me. It sucks. It was stuck on the dyno, dead battery, no jump box, so we had to push it off the dyno. That was not fun. So this thing's warming up out here. She does sound so good. So I'm gonna move this over. You wanna let yours warm up? And then we'll get that thing pulled on and we'll get to the show. So let's move the car over here. This thing is bone cold in here. Oh yeah, it's cold, boys. Sorry for the shakiness. All right. Oh yeah, triple disc. That's how you know we're about to make some power, boys. Oh, it drives so nice. Literally so nice. I love triple disc, guys. They are so nice. I need to start driving this thing and put some miles on it. I'm sorry, Anthony. I just haven't wanted to drive your beautiful car in this shitty weather we've been having. So please do forgive me. I care about your car for you. So I'm gonna let old girl just sit here, warm up, even let their heat go inside here. And then we can go get Josh's car on if I can get out of here. Woo! Sounds so good. Now, look at it, I shoveled earlier for us. Then we got some more snow. All the snow everywhere. It's a little cold, huh?
It's frozen.
All right,
We're in single digits.
let's get old girl pulled on. I'll have Josh record for you guys and get the thing pulled on. No, we never got to do our RA because I hadn't had the dyno up in that time. So we got old RA's sister on the dyno. Sister or brother?
Either or.
Probably sister. It's always girls.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. Drop down below if you guys have girls' cars or you can have a guy car. I don't know if a guy would have a guy car. Maybe.
Well, it's always chicks driving the white ones though, right?
Yeah. Call you the chick. So we have RA girl on the dyno, all strapped on. We did hook up boost and the wideband ground right here. I just need to set the wideband in the tailpipe and not to forget to turn the damn fans on like I did with Travis's car on one pull. Still made like 813 with no fans.
Oh boy.
So I don't have my laptop with me today. I don't know why, I forgot it. So Josh is gonna have to hit the computer. We need to do the 4,000 RPM so the dyno knows tachometer signal, so we can do that. And then the only way to do this correctly is 3 polls. So we're gonna do the first one, we'll talk about it, and then we'll do 2 more on Sport Sharp. And then I think just for the curiosity, we'll do 1 in intelligent because I think it's gonna make more on intelligent from my past experience. So I'm gonna get in here, I'm gonna set the tach. You ready?
Yep.
And then we can get to the party. So we're in here. Turn the heat down. This thing still smells brand new. So we dyno in 4th gear. So this is first, obviously, as you can see. So we'll go up to 4th gear. All right, get these RPMs up. Sorry for the shakiness. So loud. We're good? Yeah, hit the other okay. The other one. Yeah, okay. You gotta hit the other okay. So loud, isn't it?
Yeah.
Stock cars with no exhaust. So loud. She smells funny. You smell that? Oh, what's that smell? No, you smell it? It's like What is that? It's like a chemical of some sort. Probably like a killing chemical. I don't know, it smells weird.
Something was different.
I know you don't have a sense of smell, so.
It was pretty different.
Oh, it smells pretty funky in here, guys. So we got to go over here to Performance, Power Curve. This car is not going to start at 35. We're not going to start at 15. 25 is probably going to be good, and we're definitely not going to rev it out to 84. We'll drop this down to like 66, 65, probably 65 to be honest. So I'll hit start test here. I'm going to turn the fans on. Josh will record from the outside because I need both my hands in here to watch. Ooh, I need to put the wideband on. And I need to clean our damn floor. That's what you get for having a white floor in winter. Not the best decision. So I'll put the wideband in here. Bam. No, one-handed. All right, you ready? See how much power this thing makes? A million?
Let's check it out.
What's your guess? We got a guess. So I'm going to say 237.
She's the heartbreaker though.
I know.
We'll do 230.
Okay, what do you guys think? Drop down below right now what you think it's going to make. Torque? I want to say 253.
I always got to undercut it, 245.
Okay, all right. I'm going to hand him the camera, turn the fans on. We're going to do our first pull. I'm actually really impressed right now. I didn't think it would make that much. What? That's quite a bit of power, Josh. 270 and 277? Like, I'm pretty thoroughly impressed with that. Let's look at the graph. It looked like, from me, when I was glancing over, it looked like the car was pretty lean. So, nice graph, dog. We probably should bump her down since the last car on here was Travis. So, let's put a nice 300 in there. And then obviously you're going to see torque is going to start out at the most and then it'll fall off and horsepower will take over. So obviously we didn't rev it out that far. I can put this out a little further. So you can see the factory graph here. You guys can tell I'm not all the way smooth. So if you want to see like all the way smooth, that would be smooth. Or we can put this at 1, really out the manufacturer, which isn't that bad. Honestly, that's pretty decent. That's the most power I've seen a stock car make on here, to be honest. I didn't want to do that, but I did that. I saved it. So now when we do another pull, it'll pull it up just like this. But let's see what our boost and AFR was. So, see, AFR was pretty funky, Josh. Look at this thing, stock tune here. 11.8, and then it fell down to 11.5, 11.6, 11.7 up top, which is 11.7. That's pretty lean, to be honest. See how it stays lean and then it just drops to 11.5. But even though we were in full boost here, this is what I tell you guys with stock cars. I mean, oh, get out of here.
Not that one. Not that one.
What?
You hit restart now.
No! Cancel. No, don't restart. Oh, thank God. There we go. Okay, guys, don't do that. So we're at full boost at 3,200, and we are at 12.7. But realistically, if you look at this, we're at, 12.78. It's very zoomed in here, but 12.7 air fuel, full boost, dude, that's not good. That's what kills these cars. So that's why I tell you guys, don't be flooring your cars in high gear at low RPM, because from the factory, they try to run them as lean as possible. And when they do that, obviously you get better gas mileage, but you get scenarios like now. Most people don't know not to floor their car to get around someone in traffic, or if they're stuck in a scenario and they just, oh, I gotta get out of the way. and for it was full lean that whole time. Like that's what kills these cars, so that's really hard on them. But the numbers, I mean, they're really impressive for what it is. Yeah, I think that was 14.9 pounds pretty much the whole way, and then up top it dropped to 11.4 by 6400, which is normal. That's just the turbo being out of its efficiency up there. But 14 pounds the whole way, Josh, that's what it was. Is it on Sport Sharp? I think it's pretty much a habit, but I hope that was. Yeah, that's on Sport Sharp. So, I mean, obviously we do 3 pulls. The question is, we back down the dyno. I hate running it lean like that. You know, obviously it's not good for the car. That's what we do when we tune the cars. We make it more rich at scenarios like that and when we're tuning them. But I mean, for what you guys want, we'll probably do at least one more just to back it up, and then we won't do that again. And then I'll do one in intelligent, which I think you guys will see better results in intelligent. I can compare them all and showing you guys. So that's what we're gonna do now. I'm gonna reset this, do one more in Sport Sharp. We'll see what the car makes. As of right now, I mean, you go over the non-corrected number, it made 259 and 267. Corrected number 269, 277. That's just a weather correction for altitude, elevation, temperature, things like that. Obviously, it's pretty chilly here right now, so we'll go ahead and do that again. I'll have Josh record. What do you think it's going to make on the next one? Think it's going to make more or less? That's impressive numbers for stock.
Yeah, let's give it more.
All right, let's see what happens. Let me reset this and we'll go.
Yeah.
Dude, 270 and 272, that's freaking awesome. That's actually really healthy, honestly. I've never seen any stock STI make that on this dyno. And I think it made more boost on there. We're waiting now for a restart here. So I think it made more boost on that one. We'll clean up the graph here. We'll just do 50 on both, and then see this though up there. That's kind of weird. And let's see what it made on boost, and then I'll compare. So same thing with the AFR. I mean, it was pretty lean going into it. 12.8, 12.9, and then it was coming down 12.7, 12.5, and then it fell because that's right when it gives it all the fuel. 11.5, right there, and then it comes up 11.8, 11.7. 11.8, but you see the boost here when we came into it was more on that one, 15.7, so about another pound over what we were at before. So let's pull up our other test here, load, and then I'll have to search. I wonder if it's going to pull up your last name. Oh, well, that's not anywhere your name. I can't type in freaking gloves. Come on, fingers work. Okay, search. Where'd it go? What the hell? Oh, that didn't work. I hit a button I shouldn't have hit. Load. Search. Josh. Oh, that. Search. Ah. Oh, frick. It was all me. So, here we are. First one. So we can see here, this is our comparison on the graph, and you can see over the last time, I don't know what's going to show me over it, but you can tell it made more boost the whole pull on this one, and it was leaner going in and then leaner pretty much through the whole pull on that one. Obviously why leaner is meaner, it'll make more power. Now let's go back over to our trace, and obviously I'm going to have to pull them up. We'll put the smoothing back to 50 on there just to make it nice. Then we'll pull yours back up, and it should let me just go right here. see the layover here. So the green being our first run, it made more torque at the beginning. And then obviously it took over. I don't know why it's in such line graph. You know, you can see it better. Pretty close though, Josh. Now that we do the intelligent one, see what it makes.
Yep.
Obviously it's gonna make less. Maybe. It should be richer though. So we'll do one more. And then we got the real power coming to the dyno. You ready for this?
Yeah.
We're gonna wait and not show you today, but we're already on the dyno and we're having fun, so we may as well go back to our old days. So it gives you a hint of what to stay tuned for here in a moment. But let's go ahead, we'll do another poll and see what she makes in an intelligent, because 270, that's pretty impressive. I'm gonna grab a picture of that because I'm impressed. Are you impressed?
Yeah.
It felt pretty healthy in the car, to be honest, when we were test driving it. Let's make it smooth. A little funny dip at the end, but definitely not a bad graph for a factory. 270, 270. Time, guys, stock car, intelligent makes more power. Tell me how that works. How the heck does that work, Josh? That's the lowest map the car has, and they always make more power. 271 and 276. That's impressive numbers there, bud. That is pretty good for a stock car. Let's look at this. I saw even more boost on that one than we had before, and I bet you it's going to look even cleaner on that one, to be honest. Yeah, look at that. Even cleaner, and it probably had more fuel in it, so let's save. And it takes a moment here. Come on. And then we'll read. We'll come down here. So, coming into it, obviously we're still lean, but look at it, came in at 16 pounds on it, 12.9 air fuel. Lean is mean. Well, 12.6 by 4,200 RPMs. God damn, they run these things lean. Then it tries to save itself, comes way down, 11.6, and then it rides out 11.9, 11.8, 11.7, all the way out to 12.0 at the end. What? 11.999, but Subaru, you wonder why you blow these fucking cars up. I'll give you a little tip. Richen it up, bud. We don't care about gas mileage. But there you go, bud. You made pretty impressive numbers for a stock car. Leaves me excited to see what this thing does with some mods that come in the near future. So I think me and Josh are talking. I guess we'll just spoil it. We're planning on doing just a Cobb stage 2 package on this car. Cobb intake, SF intake, Cobb catted downpipe, and then he's going to get himself a Q300 exhaust. And while we're at it, I think we should throw a fuel pump in it to give us a little bit more of a fuel system, because when you do stage 2 on these cars, it maxes the fuel system out, guys. So he already has a set of 1050 injectors that will be going on it, but I definitely think that a boost controller and a fuel pump would help us a lot for the cost of it. You know, you're out $100 for a boost controller and you're out 120 for a fuel pump. They're so cheap that it makes it work well. So it'll just be some bolt-ons. I like to see what the car makes. I can't really give you an idea because it already makes more than what I thought it was going to make. So that leaves me excited to see, because we're only on, that's 16 pounds. We'll probably get it up to 18 or 19 pounds on stage 2, and then we're going to run out of fuel system. That's what's going to happen. So even if we gain 20 horsepower, we're at 291 on this dyno. That's a fun car.
Yeah.
So, well, you ready for real power?
Yeah, let's show them.
Okay, we'll shut this thing off.
Oh, sorry.
Life up in the band, life up in the fast lane. Hey. Living life up in the fast lane. Life up in the fast lane, fast lane. And I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down. Living life up in the fast lane. Pedal to the ground, pedal to the ground, pedal to the ground. Living life up in the fast lane. Life, though you lemons, you just put them in Coronas, Coronas, Coronas. I've been working, I need that advance with the bonus, the bonus, the bonus. Ain't no thoughts about tomorrow, I'm just living in the moment, the moment, the moment. Full tank of gas and 200 on the dash, bitch, I'm zoning, I'm zoning, I'm zoning. Fast lane, living life up in the fast lane. Hey. Living life up in the fast lane. Life up in the fast lane, fast lane. And I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down. Living life up in the fast lane. Pedal to the ground,